What do I have to eat in order to be spiritual? I must have to be a vegetarian or vegan. No, you don't. That is a myth. A myth amongst many. Hi, I'm Minister Madam May, and this is Rebirth, Holistics, and Wellness. And I am here to help you on your journey in your spiritual path. I can remember as I started looking into holistic practices, just believing wholeheartedly, I had to have a certain diet. I can even remember watching some people in the spiritual community just drag another person for filth because they had resumed or incorporated meat into their diet. So I felt obligated to stop eating meat and start eating a certain way. And to be honest, and I had to share it with everyone anywhere I went. Oh, God, no, I can't. I don't eat this and I don't drink that and this, that, and the third, because I had to wear this badge of honor in order to be spiritual. Nothing could be further from the truth. What I did end up doing was throwing my minerals and electrolytes all out of whack. When I followed up with my physician, my labs were ugly, to say the least. And my connection, no difference. Now, once you have began your mindfulness and meditation practices, your spirit team will definitely let you know what you should and what you shouldn't engage with in a variety of ways. My spirit team is very blunt and upfront. There are things that I have no interest in ever picking up again. But understand this. They're not doing that as a punishment. They're doing it for our highest self. Because we're only seeing directly in front of us. Our spirit team is seeing down the road. So say they tell you that there are certain foods or drinks and substances that you no longer need to ingest. It's not because they're trying to make you holier than thou. Because many of us have ancestors that eat and drank a variety of things. Now, some of those eating habits, drinking habits, etc., it led to health complications. And again, those ancestors, they don't want that for us. So they will guide us to not away from those things. But remember, we all have free will. But it is not necessary to have a certain or particular diet in order to be spiritual, because you're already that. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. So do not get caught up in the hype. Oh yes, there's you have to eat, you have to. Now, if you are part of a spiritual house and it is part of the taboos of that spiritual house or your own taboos that is revealed to you, again, you have free will. I can't tell you, but I would highly recommend you follow the recommendations and the revelations that have been brought to you. When in Rome, remember that. But is it a requirement in order to make you closer to your highest self? No, it's not. Again, unless it is revealed to you by your spirit team. And again, you have free will. But understand this, they're not telling you these things to punish you. They're telling you these things because they want you at your optimum health. They know the things that they did that possibly contributed to their demise or premature early death. I said premature early death. Same things. With that being said, listen to your spirit team. Listen to your highest self. But don't get caught up. Do you have to wear this? Do you have to do that? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to? Because you were listening to this, and this is what this person did, and this is what that person did. That is them. And all of our journeys are our own. Individual, even more individual than our fingerprints. We may have some similarities with others, but that doesn't mean that it's the exact same. Like your bloodline. You have people that you're almost identical to in your family, but almost is the word. So don't stress yourself. Don't bog yourself down to the point where you're just, oh, I can't stand it. No. And don't stress your body out. Don't stress your, don't stress your mind out, because that's what you're going to do. And that's not what they want us to do. Let your spirit team guide you. Tap in. Get to know yourself. What works for you? What doesn't work for you? How does it feel when you take this in? How does it feel when you take that in? And take it from there. You may have to do fasting. Again, we don't stress ourselves even when it comes to fasting. Fasting is not for punishment purposes. Understand that. God does not want us miserable. Our spirit team does not want us miserable. They want what is best for us. That's why it is very important for you to develop your own personal relationship with your spirit team. And you do not have to eat a certain diet in order to do that. Many of us have backgrounds in other belief systems. And in some of those belief systems, we're taught this punishment aspect, and God's going to be angry with us and disconnect from us or be distant, or we're going to do something and it's just going to make all of this between us and God. Your actions, what you wear, what you eat. Now, there are certain things where we get so caught up in here, and the spirit of guilt and shame tries to take over and tries to make us believe that it makes it difficult and hard for us to hear our higher self. And when we are under certain influences, it does. And if you just don't feel well from maybe eating or drinking certain things that's not aligned with your highest self, of course, you're not going to feel like communicating. You're going to feel weak. You're going to feel bad. But that's not a punishment. That's why it is important for you to get to know you and align with your highest self in everything you do on your journey. Make it make sense to you. Just because someone else does it and they've been doing it for however long and it's brought them in prosperity or this, that, and another, that's fine. Not saying that that's wrong, but that's their journey. Make sure everything you do makes sense to you, is in harmony and balance with the best of all. Can't go wrong. Take your time. This is a journey, not a race. Remember, God loves you. I love you. You love you. Welcome to your rebirth. Blessed be.